All right, let's do that. Okay. Oh, somebody's behind you.
Yeah, Mike was coming in. That's how
Oh,
it's
yeah.
supposed to
All right, you can. Easy. Wonderful. I got it first place. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, getting better.
Do they have the same type of medals?
Yeah, it's a big. Oh no, it's much bigger. Thank you. How many participants? Like 11,500. 500. Welcome to the Quarterly Service Awards. We are so excited to have you here. We look forward to doing this. And today we are celebrating April, May, and June. Let's give them a hand. Go ahead and let you open up.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Always fun to be here at the Quarterly Service Awards program. Try to interact with everybody individually on a daily basis. Dexter, you're not leaving us, are you?
No, I ain't
Oh, you're being a gentleman.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. You must be encouraged by the time I was the doorman at the Spirit Barbecue 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Because that's what I decided to do. We had a number of people participating in the service line and all that. Terrence, why are you not serving? Well, because I decided to be a doorman. So, Dexter, you've been encouraged and therefore you're being here today. Yes?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. So in any event, ladies and gentlemen, we will enjoy the festivities and we should be fairly succinct about it because, of course, the principal challenge of hosting the quarterly awards events is that we are a full-service municipality and a number of people who are actually being recognized have to tend to their professional duties, but will be helpful or very appreciative of everybody who's been able to make it and join us today. So thank you all for participating and let the festivities begin. Turn it back over to Lachey. However, before doing that, our illustrious Assistant Director of Human Resources, not Public Works. Stop that. Yes, sir. Latoya, also representing the Department of Human Resources. Here we are as the team facilitating the awards presentation. So with that, thank you very much. Once again, Ms. Lachey King.
Alrighty. All right, we're gonna kick it off with fire rescue. With 20 years of service, Scott Demarest, who was unable to be here, and with 20 years of service, Mary Black.
Good morning, everybody. We're here to celebrate an extraordinary milestone in the career of one of our exceptional team members, Mary Black. It is with great honor and pride that we recognize Mary for her incredible dedication and commitment as she completes an incredible 20 years of service with Delray Beach Fire Rescue in the city of Delray Beach. Mary, from the moment you joined our ranks, you have exemplified the true spirit of dedicated administrative assistant. You have consistently displayed unwavering commitment and tireless work ethic that is second to none. Your hard work has undoubtedly contributed to the success and efficiency of our operations, and for that, we're sincerely grateful. As an administrative assistant assigned to operations, Mary has had significant daily contact with all of the firefighters, all of them. She has played a pivotal role in ensuring smooth communications and coordination within the department. Mary's ability to handle the complex task of scheduling has been nothing short of remarkable. Her meticulous attention to detail and organizational skills have been instrumental in ensuring that our firefighters receive the support that they need, even during the most challenging times. One of Mary's most important responsibilities has been serving as administrator for our telestaff scheduling system. Through her expertise and dedication, Mary has managed to streamline and optimize our scheduling process, making it more efficient and effective. Her commitment to accuracy and efficiency has allowed us to allocate resources wisely and ensure that our firefighters are always ready to respond to emergencies. Mary, your commitment to our department and the well-being of our team members has been truly remarkable. Your positive attitude, reliability, and ability to work under pressure have set an example for everyone around you. Your contributions have not gone unnoticed. I've had the privilege of working closely with Mary for her entire 20-year career, previously as a battalion chief and then in my current role now, and I've spent just about every day with her. I could not do my job without her assistance, and she does an excellent job of keeping me in line. I'm going to say with confidence that when Mary retires, it's going to take longer to train her replacement than it will for any of the other chief officers. Over the past 2 decades, you've demonstrated loyalty and professionalism beyond measure. Your dedication to Delray Beach Fire Rescue has left an indelible mark in our organization. You've been a vital part of our family, and your efforts have directly contributed to the safety and well-being of our community. On behalf of Delray Beach Fire Rescue, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude for your 20 years of service. We're incredibly fortunate to have had someone as exceptional as you as part of our team. Your hard work and passion and unwavering dedication have made significant impact, and we're all better for it. Congratulations, Mary, on this remarkable achievement. We wish you continued success, happiness, and fulfillment in the years ahead. Thank you for your remarkable service, and may this celebration be a testament to our deep appreciation for all that you've done. Congratulations. Pictures.
Mary. You're not retiring anytime soon, are you? No, he was commenting about training and all this and that, and that's why I asked you in front of all these people. Not soon, okay, good enough. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So before we continue with the program, it appears that all leaders of departments who are in attendance today have arrived, and so I'd just like to briefly acknowledge each of them. If I may do so, please. First of all, Chief of Police, Russ Major is here. Representing the Department of Finance is actually Laura Desane on behalf of Hugh Dunkley. Laura Desane. Director of Labor and Community Services, Sammy Waldauer is here. Director of Parks and Recreation, Sam Eton is here. Representing the Department of Public Works on behalf of Missy Barletto is Assistant Director of Public Works, Cynthia Busan. I know. I was thinking the lady named Fuentes for a second, but Cynthia Busan, ladies and gentlemen. As well as Director of Communications is with us, Ms. Gina Carter. And representing Delray Beach Fire Rescue, of course, we have Kevin Green and Assistant Chief Kevin Green, I should say, and Assistant Chief Greg Giacomo, who you just heard from a little while ago. And a number of others. Any other representatives of departments who are here that I may have missed? I don't believe I've missed anyone. Nevertheless, happy to have it. So thank you very much. I'm sorry, you pointed us someone. Juan, on behalf of the Department of Utilities, on behalf of Hassan Hajimiri. Be recognized. I was about to ask you, sir, from the Department of Utilities. Thank you for pointing one out to me. Good job. So in any event, please continue.
Okay, moving on. With 20 years of service, James Bunnell, who is unable to be here today. With 20 years of service, Justin Caruso. Also. And with 20 years of service, Sean Gibson.
Good morning. Kevin Green for the Fire Department, and it gives me great pleasure to recognize Sean for his 20 years of service. Just a few details about Sean. He has been married to his wife Sandra for 30 years, all in a row, no gaps. He's got 2 grown children that he's very proud of. Zoe, 23, is a nursing student at University of Florida, and Eleni, who is 20 and a bachelor's. She's working on her biology degree at FSU. Before coming to Delray Fire, Sean spent 3 years in the U.S. Army as a medic, which prepared him for the future. After leaving the Army, he was working for Delray Medical Center as a trauma nurse. Started in 1999, where he was discovered by some of our people and recruited to join the fire department. So he came into the fire department with some excellent skills that have suited the citizens and served them well. He came up through the ranks, including 2 of our specialty captains positions. Every day on shift we have 7 captains. 2 of them are specialty positions. One is at our special operations station out on Germantown Road, and they're responsible for hazmat response, technical rescue, dive rescue, things of that nature. So Sean served as a captain at Station 5 for a number of years. And also on shift, we have an EMS captain who is a shift supervisor for our emergency medical response. He also has served as a senior dive instructor for the department and continues to do so. He was promoted to division chief back in 2020 or 21, and he actually moved into the division chief of logistics position right as COVID hit. And a large part of his responsibility was providing the necessary supplies, PPE and whatnot for not only the department but also for the city. And so that was a major challenge for him. He also and currently serves as the division chief of EMS. Sean has been a part of the DMAT, state DMAT team since 2012, and DMAT is Disaster Medical Assistance Team. And so this is actually a FEMA team that's sponsored through the state of Florida that responds to disasters. Some of them that he's responded to were Hurricane Harvey in Texas, Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico, where he spent 2 lovely weeks on the beach down there. Hurricane Irma on the west coast of Florida. And he also responded at the beginning of COVID, if you remember, there were cruise ships that were kind of hung off the coast during the beginning stages of COVID because they really didn't know what to do with them. His DMAT team responded to California and set up an area to receive the COVID patients. While he was there, there was a couple that he interacted with, and it was a retired firefighter from the city of Dallas. And so he comforted them, he befriended them, and to the point that Dallas Fire Department actually asked him to come out to Dallas for a recognition ceremony. They do an annual recognition for their firefighters, and they had Sean come out to be recognized during that time. And that was because he gave comfort to the family, to the wife. So that's a special thing. He's also been recognized as Firefighter of the Year for a water rescue. Sean was on his way to work one morning and rolled up on a vehicle crash that a car had gone into a canal, and without hesitation he made his way to the car and retrieved the woman from the vehicle and brought her to safety. Many letters of recognition for Sean. He currently has a bachelor's degree in nursing from FAU. He's working on a master's degree in emergency management from University of Florida. He serves as our fire accreditation manager, which is a major component on top of the work that he does as the EMS chief. He also serves as one of our investigators. He doesn't enjoy that much. Police department has their own division for doing investigations. We don't have as many problems as they do, so we just have 1 or 2. But Sean serves as an investigator. He also is the secretary for the Palm Beach County EMS providers, and Sean just very recently entered the DROP program, so the clock is set for him. He said he's shooting for 5, but he has the opportunity for 8, and I personally hope that he stays. He's got a lot to offer to the fire department. Some of the hobbies he has are camping, hiking, and traveling, and he's a very busy man. I will tell you that I've personally worked directly with Sean for the last 4 or 5 years, and I couldn't do what I do without having Sean to make things happen for us. And so He wears a lot of different hats in the department. A few of them I mentioned, but there's many others. And I just want to thank Sean for his service, 20 years of service, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you, Chief.
Congratulations to the new chief. So I don't need to mention much about your analytical capabilities, given the pretty involved professional and personal background summary that Assistant Chief Green just provided on your behalf. But I will compliment that and offer my appreciation as noted as well.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get up there. Don't make any of us look up. Congratulations.
Up next with 20 years of service, John Wagner, who's unable to be here. With 20 years of service, Ryan Walker, who's also unable to be here. With 10 years of service, Joe Guillaume, who's also unable to be here. 10 years of service, Kyle Kinney, unable to be here. And with 10 years of service, Anthony Parlamento.
You guys know who I am. But I'm not his battalion chief. Chief Mays, Steve Mays, could not be here today, so I'm going to speak on his behalf for Captain Parlamento. I will preface this by saying Captain Parlamento is one of our people who really contributes to the department. And contributing to the department doesn't mean just showing up to work. He actually has volunteered to do things, and he's taken on responsibilities that in his 10 years of service, some people don't even bother thinking about. So the fact of the matter is that his contributions to the department take time, and that time is time spent here serving the department and the citizens of Delray, and is also time spent away from his family. So we really appreciate the time that everybody spends, but especially people like Captain Parlamento. So he's only 36 years old, and he's accomplished a lot. He's been married for about 10 years to his wife Jean, and he's got an 8-year-old daughter Abigail, who he loves very much. And he's worked in healthcare since 2006 as a physical therapy assistant. He was an ER tech and a paramedic on an ambulance, and he also served as a volunteer firefighter for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue in 2010 until he was hired here in 2013. He served as 3.5 years as a firefighter paramedic, and one of the things that he was chosen to do was to be a step trainer. For those of you who don't know what that means, as the EMS chief, it's important to us that we train our new paramedics to a high standard. And we want our new paramedics to really be able to function on the road and work independent of really anybody around them, so that we know that they're doing the job the right way, because they're taking care of people. And we're in the people business. I'll take a word from my boss. We're in the people business, and if we don't treat people the right way, then that's a disservice to the patients that we take care of. So Anthony was one of our step trainers training new paramedics. He was promoted to driver engineer in 2016, which is another understated job in the department. Everybody thinks, oh, you're the driver, that's an easy job. But the drivers are really the people who keep the firefighters who were in a fire safe. Because if they don't do their job the right way, then people don't get the right equipment to fight the fire, they don't get the right amount of water to fight the fire, and it's really a dangerous position to be in. So as the driver, you can make or break a fire scene, and he was one of our drivers. Then he was promoted to captain in 2021, where he's currently serving on B shift. He's floating, which is kind of a drag because you don't really have your own station, so you have to hop from station to station. But he also serves at the Special Operations Station from time to time. So he has all the certifications that are needed to work as a Special Operations Captain. And that's not an easy job because there's a lot of personality over at that station. You got to be able to stand up to people that are very like type A personalities. They're high functioning firefighters there. So, as I said, he's hazmat certified. He's also a fire instructor. He is one of our honor guard members, which takes time to learn how to be an honor guard member. And then you get pulled in all these different directions to attend funerals and retirement ceremonies and promotion ceremonies and all these different things. He also is the head of our FACE team, that's Firefighters Against Cancer. So that's a very big initiative in the fire service right now because a lot of firefighters contract cancer as part of our job. And Anthony is really leading the way for our department in that respect. He's working on his bachelor's degree. He's very close to finishing with the University of Florida, where he's going to get his fire and emergency management degree. And we're very proud of him. So congratulations, Anthony.
Good to see you, sir. Congratulations. Oh, the family. Yes. Oh, yeah. No. This is great. Make sure it's straight and squared away. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations.
Okay, up next with 10 years of service, Crystal Rosendahl. With 10 years of service, Kyle Shaw, who's unable to be here. 10 years of service, Joshua Simmons. 10 years of service, Eric Verano. 5 years of service, Alicia Warren. And 5 years of service, Julia Sheffer. Alrighty, moving on to communications. With 5 years of service, put the camera down, Dittmar Ingram. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Gina Carter. I'm the Director of Communications, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet, not because Dittmar doesn't warrant a lot of great things being said, but because I think he would really appreciate it if I didn't say a lot. So Dittmar started at the city as an intern, and it's been 5 years, and in that time, he has just grown. He is an amazing individual, such a hard worker, creative, dependable, just invaluable to the city's communication department. I am honored to work with him, and he's just a joy to our department and to the city as a whole. Anyone who's ever had anything to do with him, has ever worked on a project with him, will tell you he's just a dream. So congratulations, Dittmar.
Gina?
I'm behind the scenes.
Like everybody else. So I'm still trying to figure out. Been on board for 2 years now myself, and of course you've elevated within the organization during the past year, and much of that is because of the advocacy of Ms. Carter here, but the recognition you enjoy throughout the entire organization. So her commentary was actually solid and on point. However, I'm still working to ascertain, are you naturally bashful, shy, whatever it is? I have a sneaky suspicion that you're not a specialist at bashful. In all seriousness, congratulations and well deserved. Now back to the camera, yeah?
All right, moving on to Public Works with 25 years of service, John Arvo.
All right, good morning. My name is Mike Corrali. I'm the Deputy Director of Public Works. I have the pleasure of recognizing John, who has reached an amazing milestone of 25 years here at the City of Delray Beach. I'm sure most of you have seen John walking around the halls, whether he's repairing walls, tiling, or working on all the various tasks we give him daily. John was hired by the city of Delray Beach April 20th, 1998. He started as a street maintenance worker in the streets division, and he was there for about a year until he was promoted to crew leader. While in the streets division, John worked with both asphalt and concrete crews, which helped him grow as a crew leader and gain experience in all the areas of the streets division. Fun fact about John, in the late 90s, he won an award while competing in ballet. Bobcat Ballet. It was a equipment operating competition in which John was able to win, and he was recognized here at a commission meeting. He was able to I knew I wasn't going to mess this up, pirouette his competition. In 2015, John moved to the building maintenance division as a carpenter, where he gets to be very versatile with our maintenance needs. He's always there when we need him, and he's a huge asset to our building maintenance team. Public Works is very lucky to have John in our ranks for 25 years, and we're hoping he will stick it out with us for when he retires. We got, 10 more years? Sweet. Thank you, John.
And if I may say, you're also a very friendly, kind fellow. Most of the time, every time with me. So, I appreciate that. I guess. No, just that way. Congratulations.
And this is also being live streamed, so if you're coming up to the front, please stand in front of this mat so you can be seen. Alrighty, with 5 years of service, Charles Celebrace, who is unable to be here. With 5 years of service, Reginald Jones, who's also unable to be here. Moving on to the police department, with 25 years of service, Marlo Johnson Hazel.
Marlo Johnson Hazel. Before we get started, she's married to our doorman, Dexter. Dexter is the assistant park superintendent for Parks and Recreation, so I just wanted to share that. I have the opportunity today to acknowledge Marlo for 25 years of illustrious police service. It's very difficult to say that you could work anywhere for 25 years, let alone a police department. It's very difficult, high stress, a lot going on, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's a very unique industry, and this says a lot, this milestone of 25 years. So thank you so much. Marlo was hired June 13th, 1998 as a police information specialist working at the front desk. The front desk does all the walk-in complaints. They do all the records management. They provide records based on requests from the public and from us. They maintain the daily logs, and they're basically dealing with a lot of citizens' actions that come into the lobby each and every day. And also on a side note, there's a lot of business fingerprinting going on in the lobby where people might walk in and need fingerprints for work-related purposes. They keep busy up there. It's a nonstop grind at the front desk, and they do it all. That was when she originally started. Marlo also briefly worked in data entry, entering police reports. That's all the records management stuff where they scan all the police reports in layman's terms and they get them all into our records management system. In 2006, Marlo then obtained her bachelor's degree from Barry University in public administration, which is huge. Congratulations. Became a community service officer in December of 2008, and what that is in layman's terms is a traffic crash investigator. That job is difficult. Each and every day you can imagine the amount of crashes as you drive to work, no matter what city you live in, and the traffic crash investigators are tasked out every day, every night. Crashes happen 24 hours a day, and they are handling a voluminous amount of police work. We appreciate that work that you do, because if it wasn't for the traffic crash investigators, the officers themselves would be tasked out with doing that. When they're too busy handling their crash investigations, obviously the officers have to do that part as well. But Marla takes on a significant amount of work as it relates to responding, investigating, and writing up the actual police reports that involve traffic crashes. And the traffic crash investigators are also tasked out with responding to delayed non-criminal traffic or non-criminal police reports as well. So we appreciate that from a police officer perspective. I was going through your evaluations over the years, and I have to tell you that this is what I found. These are notable constants that are in her evaluation. Self-starter, receptive to any changes, takes on responsibility, truthful, honest, professional, team player, always willing to assist other community services officers on any assigned call. That's huge. You know, you talk about employees and knowing their job, but just the personal, like intestinal fortitude that people have that come from within, you know, it speaks volumes of your character and who you are. And I just wanted to thank you and let you know that we appreciate you. It is a huge milestone to be here after 25 years, and we hope you stick around as long as you possibly can. Thank you so much for what you do for our agency, and I really appreciate it.
Congratulations. Thank you. And another interest, so Chief, you have to go to the right, please.
Let them get one first.
And bring the family up.
Oh, you want them to go now?
So first of all,
Yes.
you need to let us take
Yes.
2 thorns on the side of the rose photo first. And then we'll bring up the family.
Okay.
Just now. And one other fact about you, Marlon. You started with the city of Delray Beach when you were about 12 years old. Now we got the family. Yes. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, I hang out with him. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, up next with 20 years of service, Renee Butler, who is unable to be here. And with 10 years of service, Micah Liberta.
Good morning. Captain Machete couldn't be here, so I'm going to speak on his behalf. I have the pleasure of celebrating and congratulating Detective Liberta's 10 years of service with the city. Funny enough, Detective Liberta and I were in the police academy together at Palm Beach State at the same time in 2012, just in separate classes. After the academy, Detective Liberta worked briefly for Tequesta PD before he decided he wanted to work for Palm Beach County's most premier law enforcement agency, Delray Beach.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. He was hired in 2013 and has truly had an exceptional career thus far. His first few years were spent on community patrol before he was selected to be a clean and safe officer, working in our very active downtown district. After 2 years downtown, he joined our problem-oriented policing unit, and after 2 years there, he worked in our vice and undercover narcotics unit. In 2020, Detective Liberta was selected to be a Crimes Against Persons detective, which is the position he currently holds. He is one of our most experienced detectives and has been a true asset in major case investigations. He's been granted 2 separate grand jury indictments for first-degree murder cases, and he's a valued member of the South Florida Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Detective Liberta has received numerous accommodations and has been recognized as the Officer of the Month on more than one occasion. He's a senior member for our underwater search and recovery team, a member of our Marine unit, and an operator for our mobile command center. On top of all of that, Detective Liberta is an active member in our community and has supported the department's youth initiatives. We have undoubtedly been fortunate to have Detective Liberta at our agency, and we appreciate your dedication, experience, and professionalism. Thank you for representing our agency and the city in a positive and impactful way. Congratulations on 10 years, and I look forward to seeing what you accomplish in 10 more. Thank you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, if one has been in local government for a long time, you can tell who the detectives are when you walk in the room. So when I walk into this commission chambers here today, much of the detective role, yourself, ma'am, and the two of you, right here in the front, straight left. Congratulations.
Moving on to Parks and Recreation. With 30 years of service, Daniel Oliveras.
How y'all doing this morning? I got the pleasure to talk about my buddy Daniel Oliveras, one of the hardest working men in the city of Delray Beach.
Amen.
This man here done been here with us for 30 years, and he done came up to the ranks. Right now he's a crew leader, and right now he's filling in another spot as a building maintenance worker, which he know how to do everything. Very good with his hands, and one other thing, he done planted over 100 trees inside the city of Delray Beach.
Oh yeah. Wow. Oh yes.
Yes.
There's more to come.
There's more to come, huh?
Yeah, we need it.
Yeah.
When we finish here.
Yeah. But Danny is a good man, and he done been here 30 years, very hard work. I could keep saying that over and over again. You ask him to do anything, he own it. Task completed. Everything. Family man, wife, son. And the only thing is wrong, he's a Dolphin fan. That's the only thing wrong. Yeah, that's the only thing wrong. That's the only thing wrong.
Dexter, you're a Jaguars fan.
No, I'm a Cowboys fan. Danny, thank you, sir. I wish you many more.
Don't worry about it. You're in really good But before the photo, I'd like to read the plaque presentation. We'll get a photo, and then, of course, the family members. So for 30 years, a little something of a more special presentation as I've shared with the audience here today. So I'd like to read it publicly, if I may. Presented to Daniel Oliveras, as a token of our esteem and gratitude for your 30 years of outstanding contributions and distinguished service to the city of Delray Beach. Your first day of service was actually May 10, 1993, and therefore this is in recognition all the way up until May 10, 2023. So congratulations, 30 years. That is definitely a distinguished career. So thank you for all your work. Now the family, please. All right, your son? Grandson. Oh, nice. Good job. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Don, for coming. Mrs. Oliveras, yes? Don't forget to. How many Cowboys fans in the house? Right here. You know, Andrew Hicks, I love you to pieces, but other than that, I don't know.
All right, up next with 25 years of service, Azim Hossein. Looks like he's unable to be here. With 15 years of service, Matthew Reynolds.
Good morning. I'm Amy Hansen, the Assistant Director of Parks and Rec, and I have been asked to keep this even shorter than short. So I had to go through my list and dwindle it down a little. Matt started with us in aquatics, and he is now a park ranger, as you can tell by his shirt. A lot of you have had interactions with him, more so PD and Fire, when he has found something in the park that wasn't good or an issue. He takes care of a lot of those. He's very detail-oriented. He is phenomenal to work with because if you ask a question, he normally has an answer. If it's a historical question, especially for, I'm looking at Terrence because he loves history as well, especially if it's about Delray, Matt has a great memory. So Challenge accepted. Fun fact about Matt, he is now a farmer.
What?
So, a farmer.
Oh, how about that?
I know. In another state, nonetheless. Yes.
How about that?
But,
You still need to work with us.
That's right.
At a hobby level.
Excellent. We'll take it.
That's right.
Likewise, we can be supportive of your ancillary application.
Thank you.
But I promise short and sweet. So Matt is a joy to work with. He will come in at a moment's notice. He helps out with the Christmas tree. You've probably seen him at the 4th of July. He even takes time off his weekend to work at the cemetery to help when we have a large burial amount. So thank you, Matt. We appreciate your service, and we hope you stay around a lot longer.
You're a pretty friendly guy. I see you.
Yes.
You say hello, see him quite often, so good work in that regard. Congratulations. All right, congratulations.
All right, up next with 15 years of service, Thola Solomon, who's unable to be here. With 10 years of service, Prentice Mobley, who is unable to be here. 5 years of service, Willie Carter, who is unable to be here. And with 5 years of service, Yasmin Kakar, who is also unable to be here. All right, moving on to finance. With 5 years of service, Gabrielle St. Just, unable to be here. And with 5 years of service, Lisa Castronova.
Good morning. I'm Laura Tissin.
Yes, you are.
Okay, our finance director, CFO, is not here, so I have a few words on his behalf. So Lisa started with us in 2018, 5 years. She's been talking about reaching this milestone for the past 5 years. Because if you are in pension administration, you know 5 years what that means, right? You're vested. And Lisa is vested, so she's always been looking forward to this. Before coming to the city of Delray Beach, Lisa was with the city of Hollywood as a pension administrator, and she graduated from the University of Florida, Gators. She has a bachelor's degree from that university. When it comes to pension, Lisa enjoys what she does. She loves to help our employees navigate through all that paperwork when it comes to retiring. If you're thinking about retirement, if you're a retiree, if you're going to retire in a few years, Lisa is a person to actually contact. She loves her job and she enjoys taking our employees from employment to retirement. In the office, she's a storyteller. She always has a great story. We have a lot of gatherings in finance, and she always has a great story, and we enjoy what she has to tell us. On a personal note, Lisa has a family of 6, 2 daughters. The first one is Marissa. She's going to medical school next week at NSU in Tampa. She's also a graduate from UF. And the second daughter is Liana, who is pursuing a psychology degree at FAU. Lisa also have 3 cats. Their names are 3 girls, Jazzy, Lizzie, and Fanny. And the latest addition to our family is our grand cat, Oliver. He's the only boy in the family. And she actually loves Oliver because Oliver belongs to Liana. So when Lisa is not helping our employees through their paperwork for retirement, she loves to read, she loves to walk, and ride her electric car.
Bike.
No, electric bike. Sorry, not electric car, bike. Lisa, it's a pleasure to work with you. We really appreciate all the contribution that you actually give us every day, not only the city, but also all our employees, the retirees. you provide a lot of comfort to their loved ones when they are dealing with grief or losses. We thank you, we appreciate you, and it's 5 years, you have 5 more years to go to be fully vested, and I know you're going to make it, and thank you for all your good work.
Right, well, thank you.
Lisa. So ladies and gentlemen, also a lot of nice analytical capabilities, and that's good for you all to know simply because of her role and function relative to the pension administration. So you are in good hands in that regard because of the analytical capabilities. This is what you want to have in that position. And you're pretty cool to hang out with too. I like your disposition and energy. You always say hello and so forth.
Thank you.
Coming in the office and so on. And here we are.
Thank you.
So congratulations, Sam. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Great.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I sent an email to Lisa yesterday asking her, Lisa, when is my retirement date? And just in case you want to know, it is March 1st, 2031. Thank you very much. Yes. All right, moving on to utilities with 30 years of service, Joseph Sweeney, who is unable to be here. And with 25 years of service, Charnel Geffrod.
Good morning, my name is Juan Guevares. I'm the Assistant Utilities Director. It gives me great pleasure to recognize Charnel. He's been with the city for 25 years. He started with Parks and Recreation, then he went on to Public Works, and he's now with Utilities. He's been there for about 2 months, and in that short amount of time, he has already completed one of the certificates he needs to have. He's working on the second one, and he's working hard to getting his license. So please join me in congratulating Gerard.
Another individual who started with the city of Delray Beach when he was nothing but a kid. Congratulations. And also, for making a 25-year milestone, different departments can add, you have a plaque that you give us paid handsomely anywhere you choose.
So that completes our awards, but now is the fun part. Anyone in attendance today get a chance to win $100.
Except me.
All right, so who's... And the winner is...
Goodness gracious, the rich get richer. Anthony Parlamento.
You should let her come out with you. Come on out. She doesn't want to come.
So if you need to pass that over to you had a nice day today. Yeah. Good job. Look at that. There you are. So please. All right.
Oh, I have a pen. You need a pen? Yeah.
Okay, here, let me take the top. Make it official. No trouble.
All right. So we'd like to thank you all for being here. I'm going to turn it back over to the city manager.
Thank you, LaShae Dean. And before you all go, just a few words for departure, and that is always an enjoyable experience. In addition to the opportunity to interact with employees in which one doesn't have a chance to do so on a daily basis, it's really neat to learn about the individual traits of employees, their background, the actual ancillary experiences, hobbies, avocations, all of the above. John, Arbo, ballet dancing. That's really great to be able to share, to learn about one another and acknowledge that. So to keep that going, keep up with the camaraderie, and we are actually enjoying ourselves in ways that otherwise would not be possible as a result of sharing that background. So, speaking of which, I'd like to offer a special recognition to Lachey King. You did not know that I was planning to do this. I just decided to do so while we were engaged in today's activities.
I see.
So, Lachey and I have a common interest. We actually compete in senior games competition. And she actually just became a national senior games champion in the shot put event last week.
Yes.
So we wish all she always does a nice job helping to facilitate and officiate the awards programs at the city commission meetings here amongst us, and to be able to learn a little bit about her, I thought that was special. So
thank you.
I wasn't planning to, I did not bother to ask for your permission because I'm actually very proud of you. So whenever a person is proud, it's important to share how proud and the reason for that
Thank you.
sentiment. So
Thank you.
congratulations and well-deserved good work, and keep it up, and I'll do the same.
Will
on
do.
mine.
All righty.
So ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much.
That was good.
So
Fast.
thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope you don't mind.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, be proud. That's
All right.
great.
I am.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.